This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Today, we're gonna bring a newbie to me to my channel, and it's called the original Nitro Red. Now, like we always do, we're gonna go ahead and break it down, see what it smells like, see what the first impressions is, and we'll do that when we come back. Welcome to Fragrantonomics, the destination where confidence starts with a spray. Here, we want you to smell unforgettable and stand out wherever you go. Because here's why smelling good is not just a fragrance, it's your signature. Let's go. Okay, we got your Nitro Red Dumont for men. The main accords are woody, ozonic, let's see what we got, fruity, aquatic, amber, lavender, fresh, spicy, citrus, aromatic, and warm, spicy. This particular one, Joma Shop says about $32. This is about right, give or take, between $25 and $35 now. I think this particular phrase has been out for about a few years. I'm just getting a hold to it. Let's see what it says. It says it's rated a 4.33 out of 5 with 721 votes. It says it's an aromatic, fruity fragrance that was launched in 2020. I didn't realize it had been out that long, but I just started hearing about it last year. And the top notes are, let's see, let's go down here to the bottom. The top notes are apple, lavender, bergamot, and then you got watermelon, cedar, and calamus. I don't know what that is. And then you got amber, sandalwood, and patchouli as the base note. Let's see if they got to say anything else about it, because it's been out quite a while. I don't know why I hadn't really heard of it, but I don't see anything about it except for the rating. It is a cheapie. This is one that doesn't cost a lot of money. You know, with times getting a little snug, you know, you got to hold your pennies. But let's see what it smells like. All right, we're talking Nitro Red here. I know they have a Nitro Red Intensely out now. We'll get to that later on down the road. But right now we're gonna deal with the OG. It comes in a red bottle. Got a little tag on it, a little string on it with a little plasticky type deal on it. Got a little leather wrap around it. Yeah, just something to give it a little decorative look, so to speak. The top's got a little heaviness, like it's got a little metal to it or whatnot. It basically just sits on snug, but you can't lift your bottle up. This is something that you pick it up, you're gonna break it. So this, you gotta pick it up by the bottle. Let's get it off, get it on the test strip. Let me get a strip here and see what's what. Let's go ahead and check the atomizer out. Nice and strong, nice and strong. Feels pressurized to me. It might not be, but I think it is, because this sling, ooh, ooh. Damn. Here we go again. Oh, this thing's slinging out. Oh my goodness, this is good. I didn't know this is good. Let me know, okay, let me get myself together. Let's see what we got. Off top, you're getting that apple, bergamot, watermelon. I'm getting a good bit of that. You're getting a little bit of the lavender. I can definitely pick that up also, but that watermelon, apple, bergamot is the very first thing that you get off top. Now, I've heard a couple people talking about it, Jolly Rancher type deal. I do kind of get that, but to me, it is that, but it's more fruit bowly. It's more going on than just you know, something like that. It kind of puts me in the range of another fragrance. My brain is gone. It kind of puts me in the mind frame of Sublime. I think it's by Lattafa, because it's super fruity, super melon. That watermelon, apple, bergamot, and lavender sitting up top. It has a good bit of cedar, and that's gonna give you some thickness. So it's not a, you know, it's a little bit heavier than Sublime. And it has a good bit of amber and some patchouli. Now that calamus, I don't know what that is, so I don't know what that smells like. But as far as the watermelon-y type of fruit bowly, apple, bergamot, yeah, you're getting that all day long. and it's coming off in a very good way. This is another one I have not worn yet. I'm ashamed to say. I got it, and I said I'm gonna get it on the channel, and I've been so busy. But I'm gonna be honest, a lot of my fragrances, I don't just wear them on special occasions. I wear fragrances every day, no matter what. Even if I'm out working and whatnot, because I told you a lot of guys, I run a lawn care business. Actually, I own it, and I do work. So a lot of these fragrances, I put them to the test. Even when I'm going, out there to work on somebody's yard or whatnot, I put it on, and that'll tell me how long it lasts, because now I'm sweating, I'm moving. I'm working equipment. I'm running around, walking around the yard or whatever the case may be. I'm putting it to work. So when I tell you that a fragrance, has a certain scent profile or it lasts a good bit, usually I'd have put it through the mill. I probably wear mine a lot heavier. I give it a lot more hell, so to speak, than most people. Most people are not working as hard when they are testing the fragrances, because I don't think it's a fair test just to put it on and just go lay down. It lasts all day, all night. No, you gotta, it's gotta work when you're moving, going through your day-to-day activities and whatnot. You're sweating, you're cooling off. That's gonna pretty much tell you, what you're working with. But even after this 5 minutes, I'm still getting that melon, lavender. The bergamont's kind of going back a little bit, but I'm getting that watermelon, apple, lavender. It's not all mashed together. Now, the bottle may have to sit up and macerate a while for it to kind of blend, but I like it. I don't mind, being able to pick the notes. I know a lot of people say, well, it smells cheap. Now, does it smell top quality? No, it's not that, but it's close enough for the average nose. They're not gonna know, what it is. They're gonna know if it's expensive or not. To be honest, I think it smells, pretty good. It smells like you paid a little money for it. It does not smell cheap at all. Whatever they did to get this fragrance together, they did a good job. And it's definitely unisex. To me, it go right down the middle. I could see the old lady wearing this or me wearing it, with the same amount of confidence. This one, if I had to, guess on the longevity, just because it has a good bit of cedar, that cedar gives it that tartness on the back, whatnot. It has a good bit of that. I could see this right here being, I don't know, this might be beast mode right here. I could see you getting a good, smooth 6 to 8 hours under normal use. And what I mean by normal use is just going about your day regular. Maybe, I don't know if you work in the office or whatnot, going in somewhere cool, and then coming out, maybe going to lunch, and then coming back in. I could see the scent kind of sticking with you for a good 6 to 8 hours easy. I carry decants. This particular, I don't know if you need it unless you want to keep that top crispy citrus note alive. I don't even know if you would need a decant for this. I keep them just in case. But on this one, I don't know if you're gonna need it, because it has enough backbone that I think this one's gonna last you. I have not worn, but I'm going by the scent profile, because even after that citrus and apple die back, that cedar's gonna stick around. That cedar patchouli with that amber, it's gonna stick around. It's not gonna just go away, because you forgot to tighten it up. This is gonna stay around. For my nose, if I had to rate it, this is a highly rated scent as far as my nose. I would give this probably 8.5, 8.75 out of 10. Maybe a little more. I gotta put it on. I have not worn this. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh man, I done wore it. It lasts all day. That's not what I'm doing, because I have not worn it. I've got to get it worn. But I will be bringing it back to the channel. Like a lot of these scents gonna have to come back after I really, spend a few days with it, because I like to wear same scent maybe a couple of days, 2 or 3 days in a row, and just see how it interacts. Because one day I may be sweating or working harder than the next, so I want to give the fragrance a good chance, before I get on the channel and start bashing it and talking trash about it. But I can tell you, this right here is probably beast mode, just the scent profile. This probably, I will start out, you could wear this spring. I think you can get away with summer, I back it down, but in the spring I probably go maybe 6 sprays, 7. In the spring, I would say probably I would start out 4 or 5 in the summer. But on this particular, once you put it on, you're gonna have to kind of let it die down. I wouldn't put this on in the car and then dive out and go rushing in the office.
Oh, damn.
Where a lot of people crowding around you. It's too heavy for that. think you're gonna have to give it about a good 5-10 minutes to kind of come down a little bit before you come in, because even though it's a great scent, you know, it's got so much cedar in it, you know, certain people don't like scents that hit their nose like cedar does. I can see this one getting a little cloying if you overspray, but I still think you could wear it in the summer. But to me, this is all around, usually year-round scent. You can wear this with anything. So I think this one could go year-round. It's just heavy enough. For $25, I think this one's worth the money. But unfortunately, on scents like this, you can't get decants. You can't. You know, they're already kind of inexpensive or whatnot. And like I've been letting you guys know, I got a website that's being put together, and hopefully I'll have it together soon. So a lot of these scents, you'll be able to test them without having to buy a full bottle. You know, that way, you know, if you can wear it, see how it works on your chemistry. If you don't like it, you know, you're not committed. You don't have a lot of money tied up into it. I can see this being pretty mass appealing, and a lot of people liking it, as long as you don't overspray it in the summer. You don't need a lot of this in the summer. But this is a year-round, this could be your signature scent. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'll see you guys at the next one.